We begin this show with the date. You know I love to do this sort of stuff. Dateline, November 30th, 2023, when Indiana announced, much to nobody's paying attention, their new football. I'm being honest. The new football coach there, his name was Curt Cignetti.
Hey.
And if you were a fan of James Madison football, you knew him. Everybody else had no idea who he was, that he came from Saban's staff back in the day, and that he was highly successful in every stop that he's made. But he certainly got everyone's attention with this soundbite a few days later at his introductory press conference.
How do you sell your vision of your culture? I mean, what's the...
Who are you talking about? The high school guys, the transfers? Who?
All of the above. I mean, how do you...
It's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
That's so arrogant.
Curt Cignetti had us at hello with that one.
No, that's true.
But you know who he did not really have at hello?
Who's that?
A lot of Indiana faithful. And I don't blame Indiana Hoosiers fans for this. Our next date that we surf into is August 31st, 2024. This photograph hit my timeline.
Yep.
From a guy, an account, Nice Bison, posting this person's view of the field at Memorial Stadium prior to Curt Cignetti's first game as head coach as Indiana's football major domo against Florida International.
Okay.
Good seats still available. That day, they had no earthly idea, with 713 all-time college football losses, the most in FBS history at that point in time. No idea at all, because they hadn't seen a 9-win season since 1967. No idea at all. They would lose only 2 games that year, including a college football playoff appearance loss. And then the next year, lose 0 times. No times. Curt Cignetti's Indiana Hoosier football program is the envy of the entire college football world, the entire college athletics world, and a paragon of excellence and intelligence and grit and determination. You cannot get any tougher of an opponent and a crucible of a college football playoff situation than the one that Indiana endeavored last night. A Miami Hurricanes team red hot, coming in with a massive chip on their shoulder, and all sorts of alums on their sideline, like our bud Irv, who went out for the coin toss, and Ray Lewis, who could look Carson Beck in the eyes right before a potential game-winning, natty-winning drive and go, all right, this is it. All of that's on that sideline in their home stadium. And Indiana watched not one but 2 number 4s dominate. The number 4 on offense scored twice, and the number 4 on defense was all over their quarterback last night. And the number 4 on defense is named Bain. You want to talk about having somebody who can strike fear in you with the name Bain, except he spells it like the word pain, but without a P, it's a B.
That's even harder.
Oh, yeah.
I was born.
And that Miami Hurricanes team has grit and determination and a sense of it's their time, and a head coach who is no nonsense as well. And they were not to be denied. And even in a first half where they somehow only trailed by 10 points, they come out in that second half and hold Indiana to a 3-and-out. Pardon me. They stop Indiana on their first drive and then score for the first time on their own. And they make it a 3-point game. And that's when Indiana dug deep. And every time Miami would throw their punch, Indiana threw a harder one. And the fact that this game comes down to not 1 but 2 fourth down attempts by a coach who hadn't attempted a single fourth down all college football playoffs to make a difference. And the reason why they didn't attempt on fourth down is because they didn't have to. Because they were blowing everybody out.
Right.
And now they're in a game where it's tight. And they're in a game and it's tight. And their kid, Fernando Mendoza, they call his number on a 4th and 4 from the Miami 12-yard line with 9:18 to go. Instead of kicking a field goal to go up 20-14, they say, let's go for it for at least a chance to get it close to the goal line to make it a 2-score game again. And Fernando Mendoza scores the touchdown on a 12-yard dash up the middle where he makes a move in the middle of the field and decides to go for it and leaps into the end zone and takes another massive hit and scores a touchdown to make it seem like this is our night. And even with all of that, they needed a defensive play from Jamari Sharp to pick off Carson Beck to keep this an undefeated season and come up with 16 wins this year, more than what they had in Indiana from 2020 to the moment Cignetti was hired combined, with just 8 blue chip recruits compared to 45 on the other sideline. This is what it's all about. And that's why we're wondering what this means for a larger picture for college football. And that's what Curt Cignetti was asked after the game, wanting to know what's the cheat code, which is a phrase that I think we're going to be using a lot on this program because Chris Long likes to use it and he's about to join us. What's the secret sauce, man? Because everybody wants to know how you did this in just 2 years' time. And we know we Googled you.
True that.
But what's the secret sauce and what does it mean for the sport moving forward?
I think we sent a message, first of all, to society that if you keep your nose to the grindstone and work hard and you got the right people, anything's possible. In our particular situation in the athletic world, college football's changed quite a bit, the balance of power also. But we had the right people on our staff, in the weight room, in the locker room. And we had great senior leadership and togetherness, and we had a really good quarterback that played his best when the chips were down. And if you prepare the right way, which this team did week in, week out, and put it on the field, we met the challenge every single week, and we're 16-0. Are there 8 first-round draft choices on this team? Probably not. No, there aren't. But this team, the whole was greater than the sum of its parts.
And college football is better for it. I got to say, he's not wrong about society as whole. What a great message. Belief in self, come up with a plan and execute it. And don't listen to what anybody else says that you can't. Again, this team has 715 losses all time now, this program. I went to school there at the University of Michigan, and anytime Indiana, we were playing them, we're like, that's a win. Mm-hmm. And that's the way the Big Ten looked at this program forever. That's a win. That's like, honestly, I don't know if you had to choose a Big Ten program that served as another team's literal homecoming opponent, it would be Indiana and or Northwestern. It's that simple. Yeah. And that this guy comes from James Madison and does what he's done 100%. When NIL, we were on the air on July 1st of years ago when NIL first came into being, and we're wondering, what does this mean, right? What does it mean? And we all thought the rich are about to get richer. That every program that's been dominant, the blue bloods, are about to get bluer, and it's about to get more bloody for everybody else. Mm-hmm. And then there's somebody like Curt Cignetti, who's like, you know what we're going to do? There's also a transfer portal. We're going to find the right kids for us. We're going to keep the right kids who are here. We're going to coach them up. And then we're going to prove to our alumni fan base who are, yes, quite deep-pocketed. There's a guy named Cuban Comma Mark who we saw a couple times last night, just to name one, obviously. And we're going to go to them, and we're going to go to them with a plan and say, help us out. And then we're going to show you a return on investment, and then we're going to keep this thing going. And we're going to do it in 2 years. And we're going to be the ones who are going to show the way it's done in the NIL transfer portal world of college football. Who the hell could have thought that was possible? It's happened. And it's amazing, and it's remarkable, and it deserves all the flowers that I'm delivering right now to Indiana football. Congratulations to all of you. Obviously, Miami, your fan base, you have nothing to hang your heads about. But Indiana football fans, you've got to be out of your skulls right now, and I couldn't be happier for you. Especially since you made it 3 in a row for the Big Ten. And if there's anybody out there who understands what it's like to go undefeated and win a national championship and win it all, and a Big Ten championship, it's so exciting. And any Ohio State fans that are wondering, just talk to us or Indiana. Oh, man. That felt good.
Couldn't just let them have their...
Nope. I'm going to get pettier, too, later on. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Everybody. Certainly those in the Southeast. Oh, this is great times. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.